All right, hello everybody. My name is Evan Baldwin, and today I'll be interviewing Michaela Baldwin. Michaela is a North Carolina licensed clinical mental health counselor. All right, Michaela, I'm going to use our time today to ask you some questions about your experience working with individuals dealing with substance abuse.
Okay.
But before we do that, I'd like to give you a chance to introduce yourself and what you do.
Yeah, so I'm Michaela. I'm the clinical supervisor of Onwanishi Family Safety Program. So I oversee the therapeutic practices for any of the kids who come into custody on the Cherokee Indian boundary.
Gotcha. I appreciate it. All right, and so with my field of interest, I'm more interested in the substance abuse side of mental health and how that interacts with behavioral health.
Okay.
So that's what most of these questions will be pertaining to. So the first question I have is, what percentage of your clients would you say come to you with difficulties of substance abuse?
Yeah, so that's a little bit of a tough question because of the population that I work with. So again, people that are coming to me have lost their children due to their challenges within their lifestyle. And so I would say 3 out of 4 parents or adults are coming to me with substance use challenges.
I understand that. And whenever you do have these people come into your office and that you interact with them, do you recommend or encourage those with these abuse issues to partake in leisure or recreation activities?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
For sure. And of those activities, what modalities would you say you most often recommend to someone?
So a lot of times it's whatever connects to them, right? Personally, we have to make sure that we're being fulfilled with that. So that could be going out into the community or doing things of that nature. We call it wellbriety.
Okay, and do you mind elaborating on what wellbriety would more entail?
So wellbriety is from a native or indigenous perspective out in Oklahoma. And so the idea behind that is utilizing everything together within the circle system of substance abuse
I understand.
recovery.
Good deal. I appreciate it. And then from the modalities that you recommend, obviously you said it's more connected to what someone else can connect to personally, but do you find that there's an overarching modality or activity that people react well to or that works better with certain clients or overall as a whole?
Yeah, so for substance use specific treatment, we want to make sure that they are in the active stage of change first. And so once they are in the active stage of change, to complete the treatment, we go through the CBT model, which is the cognitive behavior therapy model.
Gotcha.
So using cognitions and our behaviors to influence a change, taking that power back over our thoughts.
Okay.
The other one that works pretty well is seeking safety. And so that's a model that's already pre-written for us. It has 25 different groups. And so that works with PTSD and substance use because most of the time they're connected.
Gotcha. Good deal. And then on the opposite hand, do you find there are any that, y'all recommend, but they tend to not work out very much?
I would say that DBT therapy is kind of hard, dialectical behavior therapy, but I think that's mostly because it's the effective communication piece.
Right.
And so if we're already in a high-risk environment, it's kind of hard to effectively communicate that we need to make this change with our peers that are doing the same similar activities.
Right. I understand that. And is there a recreational therapist that works with you at your office? And if so, do you collaborate with them often?
No, so we don't have a rec therapist in our office, but there is one that's hired within the behavioral health side of the hospital.
Okay, I understand that. And if not, as we can know, do you know of any future possibilities that you might have working close with?
Yeah, so we almost hired one, but he ended up going to work in the men's home, which is kind of like our halfway house.
Right.
So he still interacts with our clients, but he's stationed over there. So I think it would be really beneficial for our clients to have one, but we just don't have that access right now.
Do you find that the access comes from just a lack of awareness of a need or just more financial, or can't find somewhere to put them?
The potential placement is there. I have the opportunity to hire that person. However, we don't have a whole lot of rec therapists that have a behavioral health focus. Most rec therapists are kind of out and about or working for Victory Junction and things like that we've noticed. Right. Not necessarily willing to come and work in more of a hospital clinical setting.
Okay.
So.
I understand that. Well, I'd appreciate you and thank you for your time. Appreciate it.